Hello and welcome to this brand new series of ours where we're going to cool locations to go and make sure that you understand what our cool friends, where they work and everything else that goes with it. And today, I don't think we can get to a cooler place. I think the location's amazing. We've got a dog bed down here. This doesn't get any better. So please introduce yourself, explain what it is you do, where you're from and everything else, and we'll get straight into the interview. Go for it.
Hey guys, I'm Bogdan, founder CEO at Apron, and yeah, thanks for having us today.
We are so excited. And today's a big day, isn't it?
It is. Today is Apron's receipt capture launch to the public. It's been in beta since Fab, back in February. It was in alpha testing for a while before that, and I've had the privilege to be able to play with it since alpha testing and feedback, and watch Charlie Khan's feedback on a WhatsApp group, which software developers have the patience of a saint.
I've seen his receipt capture for QuickBooks, so yeah.
I feel like I've been using it forever, but obviously users are now just able to go in and sign up themselves as of today.
That's right.
So receipt capture, let's be honest, crowded marketplace.
Yeah.
Some very well-established big players in that space. What made you think, oh, that's a bit of the marketplace I need to get a piece of?
Yeah. Great question. So at some point, our customers started pinging us with emails. Hey guys, like we have a problem here. Like invoice capture, like isn't doing what it's supposed to do, or there were a bunch of other issues. So, and at some point, we were getting a lot of those emails, so we started looking into it. And then it turned out that although capture tools were around for 10, 15 years, they're far from perfect, right? And like this whole domain didn't see much innovation in the past 10 years. So we started talking to customers, and we can discuss where it led us, but that was the beginning of Apron Capture.
Cool.
I love it.
And your timing seemed to coincide with what is now one of your competitors doing a dramatic price rise.
Yeah.
Did that accelerate things? Did you sense there's now going to be a hole in the market for a more affordable solution, and people might be more interested in doing it now? And did that bring your plans forward a bit, or were you always looking for this release anyway?
Competitors rising prices is not like, I would say it's a implication of a more fundamental problem, which is people stopped innovating, right? If you don't innovate, how do you grow? You grow through raising prices.
And if you've not got any competition and you're kind of stalemated with the competition you do have, then you stop innovating because it means spending money and costing profits down the drain.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of pricing rising in the market, that gives us nice tailwinds, but we would start doing it anyway because the fundamental problem is like there are no good products we think there are no good products in this market yet.
I mean, the competition, they do a good enough job considering their technology is based on 5-10-year-old technology. You guys have got this huge advantage coming in with the latest technology where you're taking AI from the day that you start with it, whereas your competitors have got to take the AI and try and convince their old technology to run it, and that could be a real huge integration issue for them.
Yeah, totally.
Manual integration with most of the OG ones, weren't there? There's actually a person sat there. It's good to go.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this definitely gives us massive advantage. That's kind of one big thing. Another big thing is we think we're now in this kind of phase of we're past digitizing things. Like everything's digitized. There are no paper invoices almost, stuff like that. But we ended up with a bunch of point solutions. One app for receipt capture, one app for payments, one app for this, for that. And we think we're in this phase of like second wave of revolution in the market, which is humanizing things, right? Humanizing experience. And we paid a lot of attention to our product design. Keep it super simple, super user-friendly. And trick here is to have enough product designers on the team. It's like when VCs ask us about like, there's Build.com in the US, you know, and it's been around for 15 years. Why all of a sudden you cracked it in Europe? Like my best answer to this question is we have enough product designers on the team.
Yeah.
Simplest.
And you sit there and listen.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And I think that's the exciting bit when we first heard about you coming to the forefront with receipt capture, because we both have been raving beforehand of how the payment solution just works. And when it comes to paying bills, we'll argue till the cows come home that there isn't a more slick process out there, right?
No.
Like the Apron process of let's just make a payment and let's make it work. And that gives us confidence that means that our clients can adopt the technology because it just works, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys were then going, right, well, let's take that the next step. Let's think about an ecosystem. Let's think about extracting the data ourselves. Our first thought was, well, this is going to be really easy for the client to use, and that's the most important thing, right? If you can get the adoption of it, well, it doesn't matter how.
Yeah.
And yours is really strong in terms of it being accurate and everything else, but more than anything else, it's just from day one, it's user friendly.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, you're doing something that everyone else is doing. Yeah, you can email it in, you can drag and drop on the web browser, you can use the app, and it's quicker than everyone else. But on top of that, you've gone, how would clients like to get this in? Well, our own team would like to WhatsApp us the documents. That's what everyone uses in the UK now for communication, is WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Let's give them that ability. And my clients love that. All of a sudden, we're seeing more documents coming in quicker.
Yeah.
Like, because it's easy to just go, I'll WhatsApp that onto them. I'll WhatsApp that onto them. Like, it's easy. But yeah, so it's not like you've just come in and copied and pasted everyone else's. You've actually come and put a bit of innovation behind it. But what's very clever, I don't know if you've seen this in your firm yet, but we've now got clients that have been dead set against payment solutions, now interested.
Ah, interesting.
So like,
it's great to hear.
I've got like this lady who runs a bistro in Edinburgh, absolute mammoth success, and looking to open a second branch. And for the last 3 years, one of my team has to ring her around on one date every single month, go through these, all your open bills that haven't been paid by direct debit or any of them in dispute. Right, here's a spreadsheet now of what you need to pay. And she'll then sit there and pay them all. And we've been going on and on and on for ages about, this would be quicker if you used an app. If you use this tool, I don't want to use a tool. I'm quite happy with what I've got. All of a sudden, now we've installed Apron for receipt capture. She's like, oh, this has got payments built into it. Yeah,
That's
it has.
cool.
So actually, we've now got a better value-added service to her. We've convinced her because it's in the same ecosystem that she's now using. Whereas beforehand, it was just a flat, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah. It's like with SMBs, we often say that product simplicity is table stakes with SMBs. Like if your product is not simple enough, you don't stand a chance of kind of getting into their lives. And that's because like you're very much aware of their reality. It's like constant like operational hell, keeping lights up and things. When people join Apron team for the first time, we ask them to watch the series called The Bear. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, we love that.
Yes, yeah, as an onboarding thing, so that they understand, what's the reality of small business looks like.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you have that image of Carmi, the main character, in mind, how on earth Carmi is gonna have, one app for capture, one app for payments, one app for this, for that. There's no way. So keep it simple, bring it all in one, and then like you have a chance at least. So that resonates a lot with what we see too and how we think about it.
Love it.